What's up?
Hello.
Hey there.
All right, I'm going to press the stream. Ready?
Fuck you. You are such an ass.
No, I'm not. What's up, Martin? It is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. I'm 24.
Congrats.
24.
I'm robbing the cradle then, if that's the case.
At least it's not illegal.
Correct. He could have called out a lower number there.
Not anymore.
So
it was 6 years before because we had met for 6 years, remember?
We had met. Like, what are you even saying?
Hey, can you move my camera to make it look like my head is...
Not equal?
No, see, No, go down. Yeah, I'm too far over to the right.
I think you need to be zoomed in a little.
No, well, y'all's heads are pretty big to begin with. Yeah, zoom in a little bit.
Nope, you gotta do the lens. Yep.
No, don't do that lens. You gonna make it... Oh, yeah, do that lens. No, zoom in.
Yes, I know. We are aware. There you go. Want a little bit more. A little bit more.
That's good. No, that's good.
There you go. Now you are the same size.
One more final touch.
I knew he was going to do that.
Same. Like, it just doesn't surprise me anymore.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
And, like, he does it like he thinks it bothers me.
He's hoping it does. I mean, he if it makes you feel any better, like, can you imagine what it's like? Well, you have lived with him 7 days a week, 24/7 previously, but he does that to me constantly.
It's not that bad.
So one
It's
time,
not that bad. It could be worse.
it's not that bad.
It could be worse. Yeah, it could be.
But John, so people can be forgetful every now and then. And I think it was last week I went to the fridge in the garage to get a Topo Chico. And I went to go do something else, and I know where I had placed it from the fridge. And while I had stepped away for a minute, John had swapped it with a Diet Coke. And I was like, where the F is my Topo Chico? And he, says deadpan. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you're seriously losing it. I think you need to get checked out, like, for early dementia. Like, I know this time. I know I did. And he had my Topo Chico in his pocket. He was...
Did you know that Bruce Willis was just diagnosed with dementia?
Really?
Yes. Sad.
He seems young.
He is. Early onset.
Let's see. Wolfie's on here wishing you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Sable is on here saying she accidentally fell asleep the last episode. She is so ashamed.
She's in the club.
in the club. Let's see. Amanda's here wishing you a happy birthday.
Thank you, Amanda. Martin, Sable, Wolfie, thank you.
So
Martin falls asleep on his girlfriend, he says, so. I don't think in that context that you
yeah, I was like,
y'all went there. Martin was not going
We didn't
there.
say anything. But just, you can document this, me being kind. Cheers to the man who makes it happen for us. Happy birthday, John.
Cheers, John.
We love you.
Well, you were going to be our surprise shot dedication for today. I feel like when it's our birthday, surprise shot goes to you.
Okay.
So, I do want to make sure I shout out our newest Patreon member, Tina.
Tina.
Oh my God. Are you Tina from Bob's Burgers?
Oh my God, I should have worn my Tina shirt.
Well, you
didn't know. You can wear it next time, though.
Yeah.
Tina. I love your name. Seriously.
That was my
favorite
grandmother's
God.
dog's name.
shirt. What?
Martin also switches or hides drinks or food.
I had took the Diet Coke out and then made her think that she did it. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, I know I didn't take out a Diet Coke.
And then she found it in my pocket, and then I came forward and I was like, by the end of this, I'm going to make you think you're crazy.
Yeah, I know. You really enjoy doing that.
Alrighty. Cheers to you, John. Surprise shots. Surprise shots. We don't know what they are because they're a surprise.
All right.
If you don't know where yours is by now, we have a problem. Cheers.
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 I have a guess before we take it. Yep.
Oh, what was it? Oh.
Actually, I was wrong.
Oh.
It was 99 proof pineapple. Where's Shram when you need her for the pineapple?
God, that was not good. I brought it up and swallowed it again.
You
That's what she
cannot
said.
handle shots at all.
Yeah.
So I do have a present for you that you can open on the podcast if you are ready for it. Do you want to go? Should I go get Jen's present for you as well? I feel like you should show that off.
Fuck yeah. Oh, grab the Jaeger.
I was. That's what I thought you were gonna pour for him.
So, what's up, Jen?
You know.
Oh man, that wasn't that bad, but we just ate this huge dinner, so I can't just take a shot.
At least you have something in your stomach, though.
Yeah. So, what's up, everyone? We do have a story for you guys tonight. I don't know if your other true crime podcasts have covered it. I think it's kind of a relatively unknown story for how gruesome it is, or how screwed up it is. But we're going to get into that in a second.
Well, go ahead and show off Jen's
Happy birthday.
present.
I should have opened this on the podcast, but I didn't. And I was gonna fake it, but I'm all real. So this is what she got me.
You'll wear it tomorrow.
Since I'm obsessed. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What is this?
He was more excited when he opened it, but
He's in a little bit of a food coma, I think.
Whoa. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
it reminds
It's more for me than for you.
What is it?
It's
I don't know.
What is the name? I can't think of it.
Holy shit, it cost you $50 to ship this bitch?
I didn't pay for the shipping.
Oh. Can you get the scissors?
It's a
handed
Red
it to
Ryder
you.
BB gun.
Damn it.
Hey, Daniel.
Shit. What's up, Daniel?
You're still at work, Daniel.
At work, it's Friday. I forgot.
'Cause it's Friday night.
This is unusual for us, so why are we recording right now?
Because we're going to go see Grady Hendrix tomorrow afternoon
yeah.
in our normal recording time.
And cute little downtown my place.
That's right.
We do have a story for you guys tomorrow morning.
A brunch episode.
It's going to be... No one has covered that story, and it's going to be rather short. So that'll be for the supporters. All right, let's see what this is.
Use the scissors.
Okay.
I brought them for a reason, man.
Can you open it for me?
No.
That's like the time when remember when I bought John for Christmas the man box that had
Yes.
you had to
Literally use a hammer to open it. or
yeah,
something?
it was like it had a crowbar that you had to open it, and it had like beef jerky and stuff. And I thought that he would love it, and he absolutely hated it. He was
What do
like,
you
"Why would you
mean?
make me work to open my present?" You were so mad, and I was really upset because I thought that you were gonna love it, but you hated it.
He hated the challenge
Oh
of
my
opening
God.
it.
I think one of the hashtags I put may be unboxing.
Well,
Oh,
there
that's
you
too
go.
funny.
But I didn't...
It says opening.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Natasha, good to see you. Jen, what time do you normally wake up on the weekends? The team would like to know. I mean, we have to start recording probably. How is it a big episode tomorrow? Because we need to leave. Because we have to get to your house beforehand.
Babe.
12:30.
Oh my God. Is this what I think it is? Oh my God.
Oh, look at that! That is amazing.
Oh my God. You got it for me?
You
Oh
said,
my
here's what I would
God.
like for my birthday. Can you please buy it for me? Here are 2 on eBay.
Oh my God.
I didn't know you actually bought it though. Shit.
I wasn't going to tell you.
God. Yes. I'm gonna hang it up. Man, I can't wait to thrash on this thing. I'm just kidding.
Let me see the front of
Oh,
it.
thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful longboard.
Is that what it is? Longboard?
You're the one that's a skater.
Oh yeah, it's a longboard. Nice.
What does the text say? Is it like his manifesto?
Oh, it says. No, it's about the skater, Jeff Grusso. The joy is that our older member in the evolutionary level above human. And yeah, it is his manifesto. Nice. Sweet. Thank you, baby.
That's cool.
You're welcome.
You can put it right there next to the closet,
Yeah,
so
that
it
would be
covers up
good.
those screws.
Yeah, I think he I
Or
know,
you go in the
he's-
bedroom.
He's going to say he wants it behind him, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
behind me. All right, there's a picture of Jen.
Oh, no,
Literally
there's not, though.
You don't have a photo of me.
It's okay. He doesn't have a photo of me on his desk either, but
There's
that's
one of you
fine.
hanging up.
Oh, yeah, but that's because I made you put it there.
Thank you, everybody. Happy birthday. I am 38, right?
7.
Oh, sweet. 37?
You got an extra year in your life. Hooray!
Shit, I'm almost 40 years old.
Almost.
Not yet. You have time.
I can... Never mind. I'm just going to be quiet. All right, we have a story tonight for you guys. I don't know if you've heard it, but do you guys want to get started?
Yes. And Natasha, very good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Natasha, what's up? So if you're listening to this on podcast next week, we are going to do our best to describe everything. This is better told through how I'm going to tell it, pairing it with like a interview video. So we're going to do our best, but if you're listening to this now, then you can follow along with us. We're going to Google Earth and we're going to 10905 Powers Avenue in Cockeysville, Maryland. So let me go there.
Is that near Baltimore?
I think so.
Remember this, 10,
9-5.
no,
Oh.
10905. And I'm going to pull up the Google Earth. If you guys are ready.
We're ready.
All right.
Amanda, that's my sister's birthday.
Let me know when you're ready for the number again.
No, I'm waiting because I want Jen to forget it, and then I'm going to ask Jen again.
Go ahead. You can ask me.
Oh, shit. Nah.
10905.
Damn it. You might be right.
I am right.
That's
All
what
right,
I
one
wrote down.
second. Oh, shit. I got to plug this bitch up this way. All right. But it is a beautiful night here in Charleston, South Carolina. I will tell you that. It is, it was like 80 freaking degrees today
Yep.
and just gorgeous. And as you see here, the weather is just beautiful right here on the map. It's just beautiful. What is
Not
this? This is Africa, right, Jen? Africa. That's not where we're going, though. We're going to...
Not a cloud in the sky. Look at that.
All right, Jen, what's the
Is
number?
that current? 10905.
10905. And what was the city?
Cockeysville, Maryland.
You totally looked. Okay.
No, I didn't.
So this is weird. I have not been here on Google Earth at all. Yet I type in that number and it's the first one that comes up.
Did you search it, though, on regular Google for you?
Yeah, I did search it on the map.
That's probably why.
Fucking damn it. Always watching me and shit. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go.
That's like on Christmas.
Whoa! Sorry, Jen. Go ahead.
My
Christmas?
family got me an Amazon Echo Dot, and I didn't know how to respond because
It was going to listen to your response.
yeah, it's nice to have, but I opened it. It's nice.
Hey,
Do you use it?
James.
What's up,
Hey,
James?
James.
Do you use it?
Is it hooked up? Is it on?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's
I was
not
going
on.
to say, because whether or not you're using it is listening.
It's not all right. So it's not I mean, it is listening because that's how it knows.
I mean, remember that case the Alexa case that we did?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it does listen, but it's not like nefariously listening. Well, I guess it probably is listening if you say keywords like laundry detergent or something that'll show up in your fucking Amazon search or whatever. Probably
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I know. It's not plugged in right now. I did open it and you can actually make phone calls through it. I found out. But I also found out that my dad does not like if I'm not talking in a phone. Like if I'm in my car or if I'm talking through the Alexa, like he's like, "Are you talking into the phone? Talking to the phone. I can't hear you." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like relax."
Look at this house right here. Boom.
It's a nice house.
That's a nice house.
Yeah, this is a really
Farm style.
I do love the farmer's porch.
Oh yeah, it does. There's a lot of land back here too.
Nice.
I thought about
Jelly.
putting like a banister on my porch to make it farmer style porch, but then I'm like, no, I have other things I need to do.
Like what?
Like like finish painting my master bath.
They need to fix this patch right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you buy this house?
No, because it's probably a murder house.
What? Why would you say that?
If it was located in Charleston, South Carolina, perhaps.
No, it'd be worth. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be as expensive probably as it is in Maryland.
So what? I mean, Maryland's expensive. This part of
More
Maryland.
so than South Carolina, probably.
What? Because we're a bunch of inbred hicks down
No,
here.
it's close, like
Closer
to the certain cities.
metropolitan area.
What? So I love my cousin.
You can take whatever I say any way you want to say. I don't have to give you permission because you're going to do it anyway. So
I gotta stop saying that because they might actually listen. All right, this is actually I've never been to Maryland, but they say it's expensive. This part of Maryland, Cockeysville, is upper echelon. So this house right here is actually one of the wealthiest in this part of Maryland. And I guess it is kind of expensive because I don't know, it looks nice and
Good
there's
lot sizes.
yeah, really. I mean, look at this over here. You can see the lot size right here.
Good amount of privacy between the
I'm
homes.
surprised they don't have a pool.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
pool. Well,
Yep.
what is this?
Looks like a sewer drain.
No,
Or maybe that's a above ground pool. I don't know, or a hot tub.
No,
that little ass.
no,
dinky
that might be
thing
like
is
a little
pool?
fire pit or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait,
Fire
maybe
pit.
that is that. Do they have
No,
a
that's
deck
a-
down there?
That's a trailer.
No.
Oh wait, this is a pool. Kind of. No. Oh, they have like a
maybe no. That's a pool right off the deck. See, or a trampoline. That's a trampoline.
where?
I see
up
it.
this?
Circular. No,
That's
right there.
That's
yeah.
a trampoline.
Yeah.
This is a trampoline.
Maybe.
Yes.
I don't know. All right. Well, that was a lot of.
We are real estate experts, y'all.
You know, maybe that's a good way for me. Maybe I should get my real estate license. No, because then I won't have any extra time to be showing houses.
Yeah, and that's like work too. You know.
It's a lot of work. Hey, Taro.
What's up, Taro? Taro T.
Tarot
T.
James also joined.
James, freaking
Shouted him
crazy.
out too.
Oh, we did. I didn't hear.
Make sure you say happy birthday to me, everyone. All right, tonight
This is John's favorite holiday.
tonight. What? All right, so I told you the address right there. It's in a very wealthy part of Maryland. Has anyone heard this story out there? We're going to February 1st, 2008. It's a Friday night. Well, actually, let me start the day after on a Saturday.
Okay.
February 2nd, 2008 is a Saturday. Again, we're at 10905 Powers Avenue. And I'm pulling up some pictures. That's why it's taking me so long. Hold on a second. This might disturb you seeing this photo, but this is the people that live in the house.
Are they dead?
If you can describe them for us.
It's a family.
Family of 5, 3 boys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, family of 5. 3 boys.
Why is his arm so long like that? Doesn't that look abnormally long?
Well, he's got
growing.
this thing. It's like a blanket on him.
No,
Now-
look at the way his arm is. That's not normal.
What do you mean it's not normal? They're
I
pulling
think
his.
it's normal.
Oh, it's the top of his sleeve. Okay,
That's
sorry.
what I'm saying. It's top. Yeah. But so this family looks really happy, right?
From this photo, yes.
Yeah. Well, that's the family that lives at that house that I just showed you. That's the Browning family. Again, I want to ask one more time: has anyone heard it now that I said the Browning family?
The last
think
name
so.
rings a bell, but I don't know if that's because someone like that is a name I think that was someone at my high school had. So I don't know where I know it from.
And welcome, Tina, our newest Taco Nacho.
Tina,
Good to see you.
we were just talking about you.
That's right. Love the name. Any relation to Tina Belcher?
Yeah, we're huge Bob Burgers fans. Although we have been watching nothing but cheaters lately.
Because there hasn't been a new Bob's.
Dude, if enough people write into Joey Greco, I can get him on the show.
You think?
I wonder if he does cameos.
Does what?
You know that app that you can get celebrities to like say happy birthday to you or give you a video message? Cameo.
Oh, now John's going to be salty that I didn't try to do that for his birthday. So,
Well, you didn't know about it. But you can pay
Well, how much would it cost, like, if we pay him to pop out of a cake naked?
I feel like that's going to cost us quite a bit.
I feel like that might be free actually. I saw it. That's part of his OnlyFans subscription. Bless you.
Ugh. Sorry, the only bad thing about spring being here in Charleston already is the pollen.
I have some for that. Do you want it? I have something for that. I'll get it, and if you sneeze the next time, you can take it real quick.
Nope.
I don't know if he's trying to be helpful or if it's like a cyanide pill or something.
It's
No, it's
something mean.
it's not mean.
Something mean.
All right, it is hot in here. Can you turn the air on, please?
It is on.
Oh God, it's too hot. All right, tonight, let me show you that picture one more time. This is the family of 5.
Oh, I thought for a second that was the name of the TV show, but it's Party of 5. Is the name of the TV show.
Yeah, Party of 5. Okay, so in that photo, all right, we're getting started. So in that photo, you have John. He is the father. He is.
Says Mari. That's what Mari said when you went on. He said that John, you are the father.
Okay.
He didn't like that joke.
You have that photo I just showed you. Go to talkmurder.com. I'll put the photos on there. John, Tamara, Gregory, Benjamin, and Nicholas. 3 kids, 3 sons, and a husband and wife. I'm starting the story on Saturday. It's around 5:30 p.m. This is February 2nd, 2008. And Nicholas, 15-year-old, he is out with his friends. He's at the mall. And since early that morning, he was supposed to go to his house to clean because his mom, Tamara, said, all right, you can go out with your friends, but you have to be back in the morning to clean. But usually, since he doesn't drive, he's only 15, usually she would have to come pick him up at his friend's house. So that didn't happen in the morning. And plus he's calling, plus the mother's usually calling him and texting him and stuff like that. And that just does not happen. So he's getting really worried at this point. So the whole day he's with his friends, and at 5:30, the friends go back and drop him off. And he enters his house, goes to the garage, and he is already kind of on edge because his family, his dad, his 2 brothers, and his mom has not been answering any of his phone calls, has not been answering any text, and it's been all day. It's 5:30 at night. Like, where are they? What's going on? He gets home. The cars are still there. They're still in the garage. He goes through the garage with the code, and he sees what had happened the previous night. And I'm going to try to describe it. Since this case isn't really publicly, the information is not really publicly available as far as autopsy reports and stuff like that. But I am going to show you his other friends and a video of them kind of describing when they walked in what they saw. But here's the overview. Nicholas, 15-year-old, he walks into his house to the garage, and he's calling out mom, dad, Greg, Benjamin, the brothers. No answer. He looks on the couch. He sees his dad. His dad's just laying there. It's not until he gets real close that he sees there's blood all over the couch. Someone had shot his father in the back of the head. His father was sleeping, from what it looked like. In the back of the head, straight down.
This is almost reminiscent of the Menendez brothers.
Well, we haven't covered
that, so
I wouldn't know.
So are you a guest on some other podcast? Or do you just watch true crime? Would you like to do the story for us?
What I was actually
you could do it for us if you want.
So is it like execution, style? Like this is like targeted hit type thing?
That's a good question. We're going to get to that in a second. All right. Sorry, I know it was like happy birthday, murder.
Would you want to celebrate it any other way?
Would you like another slice of cake? That was some good cake.
That was good cake.
I think that's the new birthday cake going forward for sure. That's it.
I don't know. Like, if you had to compare it to Hall's.
Oh, not even close.
I mean, it's different. Hall's does, I think, serves it with bananas Foster.
Oh yeah, that's right. They do.
Which we could have done.
You can go there and just order a slice of cake.
You can. Delicious.
Okay, I'm gonna show you this video. This is the interrogation video of all the kids that Nick was with. All of them. It's not interrogation. I shouldn't say that. It's just them describing what they saw. Now, this video is from Explore With Us. That's who has it. I will say that they probably used... I couldn't find this video anywhere else. Like, I scoured everywhere. So they probably used the Freedom of Information Act, I'd imagine, to get this. But this is... Shit. Can y'all see that? All right, so this is what Nick says. The son. Shit. What the fuck? Hold on. Damn it.
Good.
Technology shit. All right, here we go.
You open the garage door. How do you do that?
Oh shit.
Is there
Holding his hand.
Oh, 1 second. God dang it. 1 second, guys. Sorry.
Do you have any Band-Aids in here?
Band-Aids for what?
I scratched a mosquito bite.
Oh.
You're bleeding on my floor?
No, on myself.
garage door opens or something? Okay.
And so I walked inside, and then the door was unlocked, which is weird because one of my parents locked the door.
Which door? The door in the
door into the garage.
kitchen?
Into the kitchen.
Okay, from the garage to the kitchen.
That was locked, so I figured it would be locked, but it wasn't. So I walked in.
All right, so that's one of the kids.
Is that the oldest?
Yeah, that's the oldest. That's Nick describing what he saw. So he walks in through the garage. He sees his dad there, and immediately he starts freaking out. He's with three other boys his age. And I'm going to tell you the first names or whatever, but they're not really important because they're not of the family. But they also run in and see this massacre, which I'll describe. But the dad is dead on the couch. Blood everywhere. He's been shot in the back of the head. The gun's not there. All there is blood splatter. So Nicholas goes in and he's like, what the fuck? And he runs upstairs to check on his mom. In the master bedroom, the mom is also there, shot through the head twice. So at this point, he can't even process it. He runs into his brother's room, which they shared a room from what I've seen, and they have different beds. So the youngest brother, Gregory and Benjamin, 113, 111, he goes in there, and both of the brothers are also dead. Bullet through the head. All of them dead. It was, it's a hit of some sort.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you the other videos of his friends saying kind of what they saw. Here we go.
We discovered his dad
Let's see.
on the couch, like bloody. His face was really pale. And then we got Mr. Pat, who was about to drive away. He came in and then he pushed us away from like the dad. So Nick went upstairs, found his mom in the master bedroom, and his two brothers in their bedroom, like all bloody. And I was up there too with him. And Alex was down the hall, and I just took Nick and just brought him outside.
So you have 4 15-year-old boys. One of them, the son of a family that was just brutally murdered. And I mean, think about it. They all saw the dad, the mother, and the two younger boys, which were younger. Both of the brothers were younger than these 15-year-olds. They're dead. What they also notice is the house is ransacked. This was a robbery of some sort. I told you that the house was in a really wealthy neighborhood, and that house was of the upper echelon of the socioeconomic
Yeah, but usually,
status.
like, robbing and murder with shots to the head are two very different kind of crimes and motives. Like, if you wanted to steal something in that neighborhood, you're probably studying, doing your homework because you just want the wealth that might be in there. So it feels like there's something else at play.
Well, what if I'm a robber and I go in there and get caught? You know, maybe I thought you guys weren't going to be home, and the dad catches me, so I shoot him real quick.
But that's not what happened. So you can tell by the fact that he was shot in the back of the head.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
It wasn't like a fight and unexpected.
Yeah, so the dad, it looks like, and when the detectives go over everything, it seems like everyone was sleeping. There was no fighting back, no defensive wounds. The dad didn't even wake up. He was
on the couch. He said,
yeah, on
like,
the couch
snoozing on the
downstairs,
couch.
snoozing, and I mean, he didn't wake up. The mother, same thing. She was sleeping. The two brothers, one of them probably did wake up, I would imagine, when they heard that shot, when the shot that killed his brother, but only for a few seconds. You know what I'm saying?
It does make me wonder if more than one person is involved, because, like, you would think a gunshot would wake up somebody in the house.
Unless they use like a silencer or shot through a pillow or something.
Ooh, yeah, good call.
Yeah, the pillow thing would be interesting. But the bullets were 9mm, so yeah, you'd be able to hear that, even in that big house. You know, you'd be able to hear it upstairs
For
definitely.
sure.
I mean,
I would jump up. Yeah.
Even in number one, silencers are illegal, I'm pretty sure, and I know in most states.
well, so is murder, but I mean, here we are.
I know
over
what I'm trying to
400 episodes later.
True.
What I'm trying to say is you're not going to be able, hold on, got to do this. What I'm trying to say is you're not going to be able to find a silencer, and shooting through a pillow, I don't think that would really muffle the sound all that much. I mean, it does on TV, I guess. Maybe it does. I don't know. I guess
Don't have one. I couldn't tell you.
So I don't know. 1 second. Has anybody heard this case? No, still not.
No. I mean, there's a couple folks that are saying it sounds a little reminiscent of Amityville Horror.
What?
Sable and Martin had guessed something like that previously. Taro said, "Why is a stream tag Roblox?" And she's the first one that's noticed your random hashtags.
I mean,
It's to increase our viewership. Let's be real.
I think John just finds it hilarious.
no, they don't work. Like, dude, I've been putting, every week we do this, is like live streaming, YouTuber live, podcast, true crime, and literally it's still.
You want to know what this week's random ones are?
Kind of do.
Roblox, challenge, viral, business, opening, Coca-Cola, weather, tournament, Sunday, and golf. You did
Those are
talk
all
about your
relevant.
golf tournament.
They're all relevant. He was wearing his Cthulhu Coca-Cola shirt earlier.
I was typing these hashtags when you were talking about your golf tournament.
If anyone is in South Carolina, any female out there, we have an opening. We need a fourth player.
Where's Courtney when you need her? Let's see. Sable said, I'm saying Amityville Horror because she's still freaked out about how DeFeo shot all the family members with a shotgun and no one heard the sound.
Yeah. Shotgun, you definitely hear it. All right.
Well, Amityville is haunted, so.
The original movie is scary.
Apparently that house is still for sale, isn't it?
We didn't watch the original. We watched the Ryan Reynolds version.
Did we?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember. The original is scary. Yeah.
All right. Here's the
It'll get
last
ya.
one.
My dad lived near Amityville for a little bit.
All right. Who did we just see? Did we just see?
We saw The Friend.
Okay. Here's another friend talking about finding the bodies.
Disturbing discovery of Nick's deceased
Hold on.
father.
Shit. Sorry, it's one of these fucking channels that commentates over the fucking things. Oh shit, I don't even have his thing in there. All right, anyway, moving on. All right, so you have now all four of the boys, they run out, 911's called, everything else. The whole family is dead except the 15-year-old Nicholas Browning. All right. Now, let me talk about the family itself and the house, because it seems at this point that it was a robbery. There's jewelry spilled over everywhere.
Spilled over, but not taken.
Interesting.
Staged.
Did I ever tell you about the time that
I can't
my
fool
house
y'all.
got robbed?
I'm sorry, this is episode 410.
This means I think we need a new niche.
Conspiracy theories, but y'all won't let me do it.
Do it. Do it. We have the Johnny Llama thing going. You don't like that? Have you heard the new intro?
No, I haven't.
It's very funny.
You want to hear it?
We can hear it later, unless everyone else wants to hear it on the thing.
Let's do it later.
It's like 5 seconds.
Okay, let's do it then.
No, I don't want to do it now. I want to do it if I want to do it.
We know.
All right, I'm going to do it. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Anyway, no, we'll do it later.
Why would I get mad?
Because you get mad about stuff. Should we do it later? All right.
Whatever.
Let's
Whatever you want to do.
Let's talk about the family. The father, if this was some sort of robbery, the father does have, there is motive for a robber to target not only the family for wealth, but the father's is a practicing attorney. He does mostly real estate and commercial, but he's very well known in the community. I was looking at the law firm. Apparently, this is the oldest law firm in the whole town, and it's the most like prestigious, and he is a partner there. So the family is extremely well off. They have real estate holdings. They have summer houses. I mean, you saw their house is really nice to be in that part of Maryland. So there's a lot to take there if robbery was the motive. And he could have pissed somebody off. You know, he does the real estate. I mean, excuse me, he is an attorney. So, and that does happen. So, but you guys are smarter.
What kind of attorney?
I said he's a real estate attorney and he does commercial.
That's what my sister's gonna do. Is
I
like
mean-
real estate law, kind of.
I feel like that's not an area where it's going to really get you a lot of enemies. You know, it's not criminal law. You know?
We just cannot, we can't fool this girl today. All right, let me show you what.
Don't make fun of me.
I'm
Don't make
not.
fun of my intelligence.
I'm not. I'm just, hold on. Let me pull up a picture of the family here. Let's see. So this right here is the father. I'll show you the father. Kind of grainy. That's the father. He is a very successful attorney, I will say. Very successful. And a little bit about the family. The family is really, they're not only rich, they're well loved and well known. The father, for example, is a scout leader. He is a church leader. The family itself, they do everything together. The kids, all three kids, they go to sporting games. They'll be at every football game, high school football games, middle school. You have Nicholas, who's playing lacrosse in high school. You had the other two brothers playing their sport, lacrosse, basketball. So they're going to all these games with each other. They're in the church every Sunday. They're out on the church trips. They do the camping trips and all that stuff. And plus being an Eagle Scout leader, I mean, they're really tight-knit and really respected. They don't flaunt everything. If they did, they'd probably have that huge pool. You know what I'm saying? They don't flaunt their wealth, but you know that they're very wealthy.
Must be nice.
So I'm going to describe the children. You have Gregory, 13 years old, Benjamin, 11. Both of them, well, all three of the brothers, even Nicholas, they're AP students in their classes, top of their class. Not only that, they're popular. They're the cool kids in their classes and schools. They're well known. They're well loved. They're always smiling.
And what were they doing the night before? Where were they? The 15-year-old.
Huh?
And where was the 15-year-old and his friends the night before?
Baby, you have got to listen. I said that he's the one that walked into the house.
I know. So he walked in.
Oh,
Where
okay,
was
okay,
he?
Okay, I got you. All right.
When
Gotcha.
the family was murdered.
All right. Well, I'm getting there.
I was like, I don't think I missed that part.
Oh my God. All right. So they were quiet, wealthy, active members of the community. So obviously we have to find a killer. So let me go back to that night. The night that this happened, probably around 1:30 to 3 in the morning. Somewhere in that time period, there was 4 family members brutally slain. All right, so let's actually go back and see the timeline here. You guys following me?
Sure.
Yes.
All right. Friday night, the 15-year-old Nicholas Browning, he is over at his friend's name is Ryan Fingles, like Pringles, but Fingles. Now, these are all 15-year-old kids, and so none of their statements...
I have 10 fingles and 10 toggles.
None of their statements were released or whatever. But at the day prior to that, so Friday, Nicholas is at school. He does his lacrosse training, stuff like that, a basketball game, and then all 4 of the friends, Alex, Ryan, Nicholas, and Trey, I think his name is, they converge at their friend Ryan's house. They're just gonna bullshit, drink a little bit. They've been doing that lately. In fact, Nicholas has been getting in trouble with that. He's gotten in trouble at least twice for drinking. He's 15, right? You shouldn't be drinking. But they were gonna just chill, watch TV, play video games, stuff like that. There was a sleepover. They watched Robin Big and the movie Accepted, and around 10:30 they kind of dozed off or whatever. Around midnight, Nicholas tells his friends that he's going to go to his house, which is a 20-minute walk. He wasn't driving because he's 15, so you can't drive at night at stuff, like you can't drive at night or whatever it was. So he's going to walk home, which is 20 minutes away from where he's at now, spending the night. He's going to grab his car and come back and pick them all up. Now, all 4 friends, they're going to get in the car and just kind of ride around, maybe joyride, maybe stop at McDonald's, stuff like that.
Get a McFlurry. I see.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now what's your theory?
Sounds like some teenage shenanigans to me.
Yeah, it ain't looking good.
All right, let's the teenagers. Okay, all 4 of them. What do you think? They just went in there and killed his family?
I mean,
Come on now.
where would they have gotten the gun? Was it the dad's gun?
The gun was later found. It was the dad's gun. Yeah. The Browning family had a lot of firearms in the house. They had a 9mm. They had a .38 special. They had a .40 caliber. So they had, which is kind of a rare gun to have, but they had quite a few guns in the house, and all the kids were proficient in shooting as well. So it was the father's gun. The father's gun was found, or the murder weapon was found on, I think it was like Shore Road. We can look it up on the map. I think it was like a couple blocks away. It was in the bushes.
Well, if I had to make a guess, or are you asking for a guess now? Or not?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, you mentioned how like the family was well liked and they were wealthy, and the kids were all, you know, very smart, top of their class. So it could be one of Nick's friends was like jealous of what he had, or maybe, you know, they were all hanging out and Nick like pulled out the gun to like show off the gun, and maybe they got into an argument and like there was
So it's
some
like
sort
an
of...
accident?
No, I don't think that brutally murdering 4 people could be an accident.
But all right, so
We know it wasn't because of how they were killed.
all right, think about this. Exactly. So it can't be just a spur of the moment thing. They were all killed in their sleep. But think about this. If it was just, all right, you know, I got a problem with Nick's dad. You kill the dad. Would you kill a 13 and an 11-year-old just because? Like, I mean...
No, that's why I'm saying it wasn't because of like any individual family member other than maybe Nick. Unless it was Nick because, you know, maybe he felt entitled to something and his family was like not... I don't know. I don't know.
So what does everyone think on live chat? Anyone have any guesses or anything? Nope.
I would like to read you Wolfie's comment about, you know, that ice cream machine ain't working. McFlurries.
There's a website, isn't it? It's called
Is it really?
yeah.
Is the McDonald's ice cream working or something?
No, it's called yeah, it's a it's a conspiracy website, because those machines are always working, but it
just depends on who you get, I think.
No, the conspiracy is like they'll shut them down in some areas to drive traffic this way and kind of move people around.
So
It's
like
called,
if you had...
it's called, I think the website's McBroken. Let me see.
McBroken.
I mean...
So like if there are 4 McDonald's in an area, you shut down 2 of the machines at 9:30 to drive it to the other area where another business owner may have a McDonald's and a Burger King type thing.
Yeah. Look at this shit. McBroken.com. Is the McDonald's ice cream machine broken? So these are around here. You see the one in Port Royal's up. Buford's up.
How about my town?
But how the fuck do they know that? I mean, look at this. Holy shit. I mean,
That's a lot of red, man.
I know, dude. Look, only 10% is broken and currently broken. Oh, that's not that bad. 20% in New York, 19% in Dallas. I mean, how do they know this? Like,
But there also was a thing about the McDonald's
like,
ice
it's
cream.
like self-reporting.
Like that they were saying that there was an issue because McDonald's had the contract with Taylor ice cream machine and only they could come in and fix it, but then they like there was like a lawsuit, so they say that they can get it fixed in-house or vice versa, so like it ended up meaning more people could come in and work on the machines to make sure that they were being fixed.
there's a lawsuit?
There was a lawsuit.
Wolfie
For what?
says, so usually it's an easy fix, but McDonald's was contractually obligated to not be able to fix their own machine.
Mm-hmm.
Who the F knows?
Dude, check this out. Meet the 24-year-old who's tracking every broken McDonald's ice cream machine. Holy shit.
How though?
Is he making money?
APIs, whatever that is. I am pretty familiar with how to reverse engineer apps. Apps? I guess. I don't know.
Application?
Good
Well,
for you, dude.
What the fuck? It says meet him.
You
and
are
there's-
changing the world.
There's not even a fucking photo of him. What the fuck? All right, anyway, let's get on with it. So, you haven't had a McFlurry in a while.
I do like McDonald's ice cream.
It's always broken.
The police start tearing up the house. They notice that everything's already ransacked. They notice, for example, that the basement where the perp must have came in, he had stacked up an Xbox and put a Wii a Nintendo Wii on top of that. Like he was going to carry it, but it was too heavy. They also noticed that there was no broken windows. There was no bashed in doors. There was no busted locks. There was nothing. There was no forced entry. So the first question they have is, okay, there's no forced entry. How did they get in?
Well, the 15-year-old must have had a key.
Okay.
Or they left a key under a mat, or like the door was unlocked because they knew that he was out.
When Nicholas goes to get his car, they're going to joyride. He leaves around 12 midnight, 12:30, somewhere around there. 20-minute walk, get the car. Now he's going to be doing this like surreptitiously, so his family doesn't see him taking the car, because he's not supposed to be driving. But he's going to do it real quiet. So he's going to keep the lights off, you know how you do when you're 15. You know what I'm saying? And then, even though I remember my brother tried to do that and he backed into a ditch.
You needed to call Dad to help him out?
No, it was just really loud. Everyone could hear it. Anyway, he's going to back out and then come back over. So I don't know, an hour max?
If that, yeah. Not even.
He gets there, and what he's going to tell police is he gets there to the car. He's going to sneak in the car, but oh shit, I don't have the keys. I don't have the car keys. Well, where's the car keys? Well, they're in the house. And in fact, earlier he called his brother, Gregory, the 13-year-old, and said, be sure to leave the basement door unlocked, because he wants to go in there, grab the keys while mom and dad are sleeping, go back, get the car, and skedaddle. However, when he gets to the house at 1 o'clock in the morning, all of the lights are on in the house. So mom and dad, they're still awake. So I can't do this. I can't take this car.
Okay.
So he gets inside the car and he falls asleep. It would be 5:30 in the morning by the time Ryan calls his phone, because everyone else passed out. He calls his phone at 5:30 asking him where he's at. And that's when he's like, oh shit, I fell asleep. I'm in the car. So he didn't get the car, and now there's been a lot of time that he has not been with his friends. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 5 hours, right?
Unaccounted for.
Unaccounted for.
Okay.
And the murder
I'm gonna
happened.
feel real bad if it's not this kid.
Survey says.
All right. The police, they're like, all right, so you fell asleep in your car because the lights were on and you didn't get the keys. Okay. They question the other boys, and Nick goes back over there. They go to the mall, like I said. They're at the mall. And then one of the boys says that Ryan had the key, or excuse me, one of the boys said that Nicholas had the keys in his jacket. He had them. He didn't know they were there. He thought they were inside, but they're not. He had them the whole time. What a mix up, right? So the detective's like, something's really not adding up here. Something's really not adding up here. And then later, when the police keep flipping the house, finding everything, they're going to find out who killed this wealthy family, especially the two kids. They look for the gun safe key, because the dad has guns, and when you have a 13 and an 11-year-old, common procedure is to lock them up.
Absolutely.
Where do you think they found that key? The key to the murder, the key to the gun safe.
On the car keys.
They actually found it under Nicholas's mattress. Which is kind of weird, right? Like, why would it be there? But they could have more than one key, I guess. All right, should I just tell you what the fuck happened?
Just put us out of our misery, because otherwise I'm going to feel really bad if I'm suspicious of this 15-year-old.
All right. So this is the time when the detective says, something's really not adding up here. One second. Let me see.
Hey, Nick, this is my partner.
Hi, nice to meet you.
The officer re-enters the room and introduces.
Oh yeah, I don't know if YouTube's gonna like that. Someone like narrates over this or something. I don't know.
I can read.
All your friends are saying that your father was uncharacteristically dislivid with you yesterday.
The detective may be.
So
he.
So, do you want me to just read the closed caption?
I mean, I don't. We're gonna get this shit fucking taken off because some dudes on it or whatever. 1 second.
Yeah, you're good.
I should have just downloaded this fucking video. I don't know why I didn't.
Hey, Nick, this is my partner.
Hi, nice to meet you.
The officer re-enters the.
1 second.
All
right, here we
A
go.
long time. I'm in homicide. Been here a while. Stuff's just not adding up for me right now with you. Okay.
This is the
All right,
first
so
time that the officers become.
Okay, god damn it. This video sucks. All right, so at this point, sorry, there's a lot of buttons here. This is the first time they're accusing Nick. They say, all right, something's not adding up here. No, there was no break-ins. The gun was removed. It's no longer there. They look for the key. The key was under your bed. So someone came in, a robber. They stole nothing at all. They just flipped over things. There was jewelry, very expensive jewelry, on the dresser, not touched. There was an envelope with money in it, hundreds of dollars, sitting there, not touched. None of the electronics were touched. It looked staged. The detectives, both veteran detectives of over 20 years, they've done this millions of times. They knew that he probably knew more than he was telling. But here's the thing. You can't say that this boy killed his whole family and his brothers too. Who would do that? Who would do that? I mean, it just doesn't make sense, right?
It doesn't make sense.
And yet,
Here we
terrible
are.
things happen.
Well, so here you go. This is them questioning him. This really pay attention to his demeanor, I guess, because they actually had a problem with how he was reacting.
When did you see your parents last, or talk to your parents? When did you see your parents last, I should ask?
And they dropped me off at Ryan Finkel's house.
So Greg was in the car with the parents when he dropped you
I
off?
was in the car, Ben stayed at the house.
Okay. You got dropped over at Ryan's house.
All right, so look how he's pretty calm. He just walked into his house and saw his mom, his dad shot through the head, and his two little brothers, and he's pretty calm right there.
No emotion at all.
No emotion.
It's shocking how.
But I mean, he could just to play devil's advocate, like he could be shocked.
In shock.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, sometimes when you see something horrific or hear something upsetting, you go numb. You don't know how to react.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we've seen the cases where people overreact. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you talk to your brothers at all?
No.
All right. Okay. What time did you start calling the house? This
First call, I think we called just because the kids were to come over tonight and we're saying a little get together. And
Right.
I called it about 10 o'clock in the morning.
this morning.
This morning at
Okay.
Finkel's house, Ben. And I called their cell, where I called all the numbers: Greg's cell, my mom's cell, dad's cell, work, even our deep.
I mean, he's like really calm. Not even 12 hours ago, he just saw his whole family's gone, annihilated. He's really calm. Either he's in total shock or he's some sort of sociopath, right? I mean, there's no other. I mean, he's like absent of a conscience. I mean, is that the case? So he's 15 years old.
Yes.
Okay.
Is he heavily
It doesn't
medicated?
really-
Or medicated at all.
That's a good question. He is not on any medications now. And if you want to say, all right, well, maybe he has anti-personality disorder, some kind of social disorder or something like that, you can't actually diagnose that until someone's 18. You know what I'm saying? Even though, yeah, he's probably got that. If he did do it. All right. Here's him eating some Burger King.
All right.
Well, hold on a second. Sorry, guys. This fucking... You guys like this or not?
Yeah.
All right. Let me...
I don't like that a family was murdered, but
Yeah. Fuck. Trying to get this shit up. All right, look, he's got his feet on the chair. You see his feet on the chair? That's kind of fucked up.
kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, his shoes are off, feet on the chair. It's kind of fucked up. Anyway, this is him eating Burger King.
Makes us feel a little better, okay?
Thank you.
Anything else? Need a head or anything?
I mean, he just saw his whole family just
I would,
wrecked, and he's just like eating Burger King. Like most people wouldn't have an
Yeah,
appetite.
I don't know if I would be able to eat.
No. Nope.
Now, like Jen said, yeah, we've been doing this a long time. In some cases, like people just react fucking weird.
Oh, interesting. Prefrontal cortex damage? Question mark, Natasha.
Oh shit!
It does kind of feel like that. Yeah. Has he, in his sports play, been hit in the head?
Lacrosse though.
Yeah. Lacrosse is a very physical sport for men.
All right, this is one of his friends, Ryan, discussing where Nick was that night. Now they had to think back to, oh yeah, he did leave to go get the car, type of thing.
You guys spent the entire evening together yesterday? Yes. Did you leave the house at all last night?
Just walk around the neighborhood.
Okay. How far do you live from where he lives?
Half a mile.
Half a mile. Did you guys go over there?
No.
Did he?
Yes.
What time did he go over there?
Like 12:30.
Last night?
Yes.
What did he go home for?
Truthfully, we were going to just take his car out.
I'm sorry, what was his name?
Nick Browning. Just take his car out for a little drive.
Okay. Did you guys do that?
No.
All of you were there?
Yes.
The rapid.
Nick
The
said
what?
that he was there.
It's
When he got there, the lights were still
What'd you
on.
say?
Okay.
And so he just was in the car, and he said he fell asleep.
All right,
It's an interesting tactic. He is asking questions really quickly, and the kids feel like not getting a minute to think twice before he answers because he's asking the question so fast, and the kid feels like he needs to respond so quickly before he has a second to reply.
Oh, cool.
It's like a rapid fire question.
Yeah, so the kids, they say, all right, so Ryan's caught, or excuse me, so Nicholas is caught, right? Okay, we know it's you. What happened? Did you just go in there and shoot up your whole family? What the fuck? I mean, this is crazy. Like, you were living the life, like, why would you do that? You know? And, sorry, I'm trying to get all this.
It is crazy. I mean, what... You know, like they're providing a beautiful home. I know that sometimes parents lay down the rules that you don't want to follow, but really?
Why would he though? Because this is him talking about all the stuff he has that he would lose.
You had a reason to do it. Yeah, you did.
What would my reason be?
Your father was pissed at you last night. Maybe he didn't like your lifestyle. I don't know.
How could I not like my lifestyle? I go to my summer house for 2 weekends. I get whatever I want. I get it. I mean,
People do it every day. Why do people walk into schools and shoot all their friends?
Good point.
Oh shit.
because they're picked on. They don't enjoy it. I enjoy my life a lot.
Okay.
It's
Again, I know people that love their children. They kill their children. People love their babies, but they kill their babies.
Fair.
All right, so I'm gonna just break it to you so I don't have to do this. He did it, but he killed not only his mom and why? All right, if he's pissed at his dad, why kill the mother? I told you earlier the mother was sleeping. I told you the two brothers were sleeping.
The dad was sleeping too.
Why kill everyone?
Maybe
All
he
right, so
maybe he like planned it so that it would look like a murder suicide for his dad.
All right, let me go. I'm going to go through step by step the murder from what he says. This is the killer, a 15-year-old killer, and this is what a 15-year-old psychopath looks like. Literally no emotion at all, besides like self-serving, trying to, barter his way. As you'll see when in the interview, he's like, well, if I confess, I'll still go to jail. He's almost kind of like saying, okay, I'll confess if, you give me 10 years or whatever. I'll confess. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to barter his way if he's going to confess. He's not, his whole family is murdered, dead, gone. They're gone, the whole family. And he is just no emotion, right? All right. Let me talk a little bit about a potential motive here. The father was really hard on Nicholas. He's the oldest one. He's the 15-year-old, the oldest one. He's a Boy Scout going to get his Eagle Scout badge or merit or whatever. And the father, he has this very high expectation for the oldest son. Nicholas starts drinking. He's underage. He gets caught twice. The car gets taken away. Stuff like that. The father, from what he would say, is not abusive physically, but emotionally abusive. It would come out that the mother, Tamara, allegedly has an alcohol problem. So, like, Nicholas can't drink, but he can see his mother drink every night, type of thing. Now, no one can corroborate that because everyone's dead besides him. So we got to take what he says, But, is that a reason to do this? The dad is kind of hard on him,
I think every 15-year-old thinks that their parents are kind of hard on them, though.
Yeah.
My parents were hard on me, and I was a friggin' straight A student, just it manifests itself in different ways. Doesn't mean you need to murder your parents and your siblings. A
former classmate said, and this from the Washington Examiner, he often complained about his father, and I specifically remember him saying he would kill his family one day in a joking manner. Another friend said, quote, he talked a lot about how rich his father was, how he wanted some of that money. And he also says, quote, he didn't like his father because he used to always yell at him and stuff.
He used to always yell at him and stuff.
Alex, what
the fuck? Like
one of the Alex, one of the kids that was getting interrogated. The other three kids, they had nothing to do with it. They didn't know this kid, their friend, was going to go murder his whole family. He said he was going to get his car, not to murder his whole family. Like, what the freak? It's kind of this is what's really fucked up, in my opinion. Yeah, the family's dead, and that's really tragic. But what is also tragic is you staged this whole thing and included your three best friends, not only to be a part of it, but to see the dead bodies of every one of your family members. That is so fucked up. I can't even explain. Like, that alone, I think, is almost as bad as the murders itself. You traumatized these three 15-year-olds. And if you really, to watch the interview, one of the boys, Trey, when he talks about seeing the bodies, I remember him saying that, oh yeah, and the mother was like that, the blood and stuff, like the blood, like kind of trying to downplay it in his own mind because he just saw something so horrific. Yeah, it was the same. It had the blood on it and stuff, these boys are traumatized now. So you wrote all of your friends in it to like be an alibi, and you also made them look at your dead family's bodies. That is so fucked up. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Alex would say that Nicholas often, quote, and I guess he calls him Hitler, end quote. He also said that his brothers were, quote, annoying, and his, quote, mom drinks a lot. That's what Alex would say. But here's the thing. Nicholas says to the detective, all right, okay, if I confess, quote, even if there's a reason, I still go to jail, end quote. That's what he says. All right. A lot of people would say he has anti-personality disorder.
What is the difference between anti-personality and borderline personality.
Or is it antisocial personality disorder?
Antisocial personality disorder.
Do you know what the difference is between that and?
I did at one point.
This is so it's the same as from researching on. God damn it! 1 second. From researching on here, it's the same as being a sociopath. So disregard for violation of others' rights, failure to conform to social norms and rules, which he was repeatedly doing. Remember, he was getting in trouble a lot, and he kept doing it. Also, go back to that video I just showed you. Was his legs not propped up on a chair in a police station? Who the fuck does that? Like, who does that? Like,
if
I own the place,
right? Like, if that, that's. I'm trying to think about, like, my reaction would most likely be, stay. Isn't that adorable? Yeah. I also have this one of her.
What? Say what you're gonna say.
Like, I probably would be, even if I wasn't crying, I would like, my reaction wouldn't be Natasha, I think, called this out. The body language, like his arms were crossed over his chest.
Defensive.
Like, I am very, when I'm stressed, like, I touch my face, like, I go like this. I have to, like, pull my hair up. I will, like, clench my hands, crack my knuckles. Like, I will cover my stomach because I feel sick. Like, I am physical when I am distressed.
Most
and
people
I
are.
Show that.
That's what they look for.
Exactly. And so he is like, and I wouldn't be able to eat. I know that because anytime I've experienced a very traumatic loss, it's like, don't eat deep for days. It's fine. Not important. Have no appetite. In fact, the thought of food would make me want to throw up.
Yeah. No, I get you. Well, why do you think they?
So they're probably like, this dude wants a Whopper? What?
Yeah, they asked him, what do you want? Oh, double Whopper and a Coke. They knew that he did it.
As soon as probably right away. Because nothing was taken. If he...
The interview was a few hours, but half the interview, they're building rapport and trying to get him to realize that he's not a suspect. Like, they're just trying to get information, but then they spring it on him like quick, like, okay, you did it, we know you did it, yada yada yada. So then he gets really defensive, and this is crazy. This is what antisocial personality disorder looks like. All right. So, and I told you from my research a few things: disregard for violation of others' rights, failure to conform to social norms, impulsivity, failure to plan ahead, irritability and aggression, reckless disregard for one's own safety, and lack of remorse, which that's what this case is now. He has no conscience. So it's basically, and from kind of like what I was researching, the difference between a sociopath and a psychopath is a psychopath tries to, like, purposely use his disorder to manipulate things. Like, that's why you have, like, the bankers and the high wealth people, they can use that to kind of game the system. Sociopath, they just don't have any empathy or whatever. They're not actually actively using it or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
like, a psychopath is aware and sociopath is not.
Yeah. So this guy has, from what it looks like, that. But look at this. He actually, I've never seen this before, freaking tells the detective in a defiant tone. Hold on, let me show you. He says, who would a jury even believe you? Here, watch this video.
Then why did you do it? Explain it to us.
The detective grows more confrontational and raises.
If y'all want to check out that video, y'all can. I just don't want to get banned from YouTube for using some of this fucking shit.
Where can we find it?
I love them.
And you put a gun to their head and you killed them. There is no other explanation. Nobody broke into that house.
How do you know?
How do you know?
He's looking for where he...
Yeah, he's looking for, like, an avenue out.
Yeah.
How do you know? No one broke into the house. How do you know? And then they talk about the keys. What? And he says, so the keys is going to put me away forever? The keys? Is that the thing?
Nobody broke into that house.
How can you be certain?
We're 100% certain that nobody broke into that house.
Because we know. But we're sitting here. You're not God. You don't have cameras in.
Oh
Okay.
my God. You're not God. You don't have cameras in my house.
But apparently you think you are
That
because
is-
you are controlling life and death of your own family.
That is, have you ever, a 15-year-old would say that to a detective? Holy shit.
Oh yeah. Well, this is in 2008. That kind of behavior doesn't really surprise me working with teenagers. Like, I mean, this is totally different than like vaping in the bathroom
Jesus.
type of interview. Like, why did you do it? Whose is this? Blah,
Snowflakes.
blah, 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 blah.
Special
but, like,
snowflakes.
this is, yeah. Yeah, kids are kind of defiant.
You're not, you're not God. You don't have cameras. Oh my God, dude.
Oh yeah, well we do. So if anybody wants to come in our house, we have cameras outside and inside.
Like, okay, so one of the most common phrases.
Yeah, but
in-
those I do have to put a disclaimer out there. The cameras, if you break into this house, the cameras won't be working when they ask me for the tapes.
Got it. They malfunctioned.
There was a wardrobe malfunction.
So what, like, but kids are kind of like that. Like, one of the most common things I've seen, like, not most common, but like it's happened more than once, or like an administrator will like tell a kid to like do something in the hallway or stop or whatever, and they'll be like, "Get off my dick, bro."
What?
Yes, they say yeah.
It's the fucking music. It's that shitty fucking rap music. I like rap, the old school stuff, but that new shit is fucking terrible. It's all about
me some Dr. Dre.
It's all about.
I don't know if I would say it's the rap music. I would say it's the culture. I say culture is different now. Rap is like music and arts are part of that, but I don't know what the real answer is.
I mean, it's like
Yeah.
it's social media, it's TikTok, it's all the things.
There's a sense of entitlement.
Yeah, but you got to blame something. I blame music. You know, my dad blames Obama. What do you blame? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I guess the music follows the culture. The culture's fucked. I mean, all these people just are so entitled and shit, you know?
It is. It's a sense of entitlement. It's a sense of I can do what I want. Like, what are you gonna do about it?
He says,
And not
100%
everyone's like that.
certain that nobody broke into that house.
Because we know. But we're sitting here. You're not God. You don't have cameras in my house. I know. That
oh
nobody
my God. I mean, what the fuck?
broke into that house last night. Nobody.
There's an explanation to what happened. There's got to be. Other than this,
All right, so there's something very important here with the interrogation. Let me just say this right quick. So at this point, they know that a suspect committed these murders. They may be trying to confess, and if you watch these interrogation videos, you can see this. But they're kind of like looking for like a push, and one of the big pushes for the detectives is a motive. They say, okay, you're going to jail. You're going to be in the spotlight. People are going to know. How do you want to appear? Do you want to appear like a cold-blooded killer, an entitled little brat that killed all his family? Or is there some motive? Like your dad was hitting you or yelling at you and you snapped. So they're trying to like get him to confess by giving them a reason almost to do it. Not that he's just a cold-blooded killer, but these detectives sit here for almost 2 hours back and forth with this kid because he's antisocial personality and he has no remorse. So he's not buying into that bait. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's very frustrating to sit here. That's why he's like, you don't know for sure. I don't know.
you were a stone cold killer that killed his family.
It's also noteworthy to mention.
So,
You know, I was gonna say, like it's amazing how, you know, the dad may have been trying to discipline his child for drinking underage, doing the thing, and the reaction, sure, like, again, maybe I'm kind of saying this is a generational thing, but our reaction would not have been to murder somebody.
I know, right? I mean,
And I I just like that kind of makes me a little like hesitant, like in the future, like if I ever get married and have kids, it's like, is my child going to kill me? Like,
yeah, because he has 3 of them, and they're all good kids. Nick is a good kid. Everyone loves him. He's a top student. He's popular. He gets in trouble drinking. Holy shit. I don't even want to tell you the shit I got in trouble for in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, all kind
his
worse than
superlative
drinking.
was most likely to get 20 to life.
Jeez, yeah.
Jeez Christ.
Oh, that should be a title.
No, he's got a little more than that.
Oh.
Or, you know.
Interesting.
Shit.
Digging yourself deeper into a hole. You're 15 years old. You will spend the rest of your life in jail.
Yeah, you did. And if I tell you a reason that'll somehow change my jail sentence.
Okay, so he just slaughtered his whole family. And he's thinking about how to get a lighter jail sentence.
Like he just admitted to it right there. If I tell you a reason, like that'll change my jail sentence.
Dude, if you watch this interview, just this one part out of context, you would think that he got caught shoplifting or something, you know? All right, if I tell you what I stole, you know, will you take it easy on me? You just murdered your entire family, including your 2 little brothers, who, for reasons unknown, still didn't have to die. They were sleeping. They weren't witnesses to it. We're gonna I'll go through in a minute, like step by step, how it happened. But I just want to show you this.
It gives us something to tell your neighbors, your family.
But I didn't do it.
Because everybody's looking for a reason.
Do it,
Well, the burglar didn't do it.
And I want
There was no burglar.
I want to say from these detectives, they said that usually in like 99% of the times, a burglar will not murder unless he's put like kind of pushed up against a wall in a situation. Usually they'll flee. They're not murderers. They're burglars.
You've done nothing but lie to your friends. I couldn't find the car keys. I couldn't get in the house. All the lights were on. You got the car keys in your jacket. You have no idea where the keys to the gun locker are, yet they're found under your mattress.
And that photo in front of him is of his family members.
I was wondering.
Yeah, so the detective actually put it in front of in his family members. Yeah, this interview is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, this is a crazy one. And so he's looking at his dead family right there. It's crazy.
You leave your friend's house. I'm gonna go get the car. You don't come back until 6 o'clock in the morning. It was 30 degrees outside last night. You didn't sleep in your car. You didn't know what to do.
Also, it's kind of fucked up. I wonder if he slept in the house.
Oh, I don't like that.
They never asked him that. They never asked him that. But
they're assuming that. Not, they're insinuating that right here.
But if he would have, so he left, got to his house at 1, killed his whole family by 2 or 3. He ain't gonna stay up till 5:30. That's when Ryan called. I bet he went to sleep.
Problem. That's why you were gone for so long.
He spent those hours concocting some silly story. The jury's gonna see right through.
Listen to this.
Not a story.
Oh, maybe you didn't do that, but you didn't know what to do. I mean, you're claiming that you wake up and all the lights are on. But you know that something's wrong.
Why didn't you go in? You knew the back door was open.
I never saw the lights were on. The lights in my parents' bedroom.
You said earlier that all of the lights were on. You fell asleep, you woke up, all of the lights were still on.
I said my parents' bedroom lights were on.
You said all the lights. You did.
I mean, he's laughing. Holy shit.
He's like, he's almost whispering.
Yeah, I know. So the this video, I guess it's like some kind of, I don't know, expert analysis of this video, what I'm watching on YouTube. They say that he goes from like that defiant to when he's finally caught to like almost a childlike pose where you can barely hear him. He's whispering.
Oh, interesting.
You know, because before he was
like, putting his feet up, eating his Whopper.
And now he's like, I didn't do it. You know.
This is the problem. You can't keep track of what you're saying, man. You can't keep track of what you're saying.
I can't keep track of it.
You asked me where my parents' bedroom was.
You haven't shed one tear for your family.
You were totally unemotional about this. You walk into a house, your whole family's murdered, and you're just, I didn't do it. Why would I do it? I was in my friend's house.
So crying would make you believe that?
I think you're trying to...
Okay, so we talked about this last time, but you know, the mask of sanity, where you talked about like American Psycho, where a psychopath, so a psychopath have to wear this mask of sanity, and you learn it from a young age. If you're at a family funeral and you see
other people cry.
Yeah, your grandpappy's dead there in the casket and everyone's bawling, and then you're like, what the fuck's wrong with me? Why don't I give a shit?
Or
you have to like fake it.
Yes.
So he's actually still that young, so he may not know yet, but he's like, so if I cry, will that make you believe me? That's actually going through his thought process. Maybe I should cry. Is there some way I can cry?
Can I make this happen right now?
Is that not fucking nuts?
Convince yourself. You're doing a terrible job of convincing me.
I have to convince you.
I don't have to convince
Yeah, you do.
you.
Believe it or not, you do.
You've already made your mind. I couldn't.
You did this. There's no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. Afraid it is. Okay. You know what? You're under arrest.
Okay.
4 counts.
Now they're not actually legally allowed to do this because he hasn't confessed. It's a tactic. He's not under arrest from what I've seen. They're just doing it to psychologically break him down. You know, if he thinks he's under arrest, he might as well confess, type of shit. But they take the handcuffs off him anyway, you know. But this is like,
First degree murder.
you know, and then it shows him like he goes back to sleep. He sleeps for another 40 minutes. Like, just fucking nuts, right? Anyway, let me go through step by step what he says. I know this is running a little long. Is people still in here?
Yeah. I'm curious what if he does finally break down and confess.
He does. And let's go through it right now. This is the murder as it happened.
Ooh, interesting question. I will say from Wolfie, did they by chance have gunshot residue tested on him?
Huh. That's a really good question.
Fabulous question, yeah.
By all accounts, if he would have kept to his story, if he would have said nothing, give me an attorney, he would have gotten away with it. There was no gunshot residue. The gun was actually cleaned. And it was discarded. It was found. But if the keys weren't under his mattress and he had like if he was just there, like boom, 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 and then ran back home, perhaps he could have, and he just clammed up and didn't say anything because they didn't have any real evidence on it, you know? It's just, did you do it? No, I didn't, you know? They can't prove it.
It was circumstantial, right?
Yeah, very circumstantial.
That no one broke in, nothing was taken. There was a gap with his friends that he was gone and unaccounted for, emotionless.
Yeah, but imagine if he would have just been like, I didn't do it the whole time. Even like, you know, a jury would have a hard time making this case if there was really nothing, you know? Just because the gun safe key is under his bed doesn't...
I don't know. I think there's still I think he still could have been convicted even so, because I think, is it beyond reasonable doubt even otherwise? And I think because you know it's not somebody else. It's not somebody else.
Right.
Nothing was taken. There's no motive.
I know, but I mean, think about it. A 15-year-old is going to murder his entire family, including his 2 younger brothers.
Stranger things have happened.
And then, why don't you shed any tears? Well, my psychiatrist here, I got 3 of them working with me. They say that the trauma I went through of this whole situation made me completely numb. You know? I mean,
I don't know.
He's a 15-year-old. And plus, like, a 15-year-old, like, what are you going to do?
I'm glad he confessed, because if he did it, then he deserves to be punished for it. So
yeah, all right. So here's what happened. They're at the house watching a movie, drinking beer, doing what 15-year-olds do. They all fall asleep. Ryan gets up. He says, hey, I'm going to go get my car so we can go drive. Boom. He goes to his house. Now, before that, he calls his younger brother and says, hey, leave the basement door open, which is the way he goes into the house. So getting the car was just a ruse. He did So I don't know if he premeditated this whole thing for weeks or whatever, or even before this, but I think he was going to his house for this reason. I don't think he was going to get his car. You know, I think he was going to kill his family.
Yeah.
So he goes there and all right, let me see. He gets his dad's 9mm. It wasn't even in the gun safe. It was on the workbench in the garage. It was there. It was used previously, so he left it there. Yes, having young kids, you probably should keep it in a gun safe, but all the kids were proficient with it. And if your kids shoot anyway, they know not to pick up a gun and act like it's a toy type of thing. So the dad does keep the guns, you know, most of them locked up, but this one was on the workbench. He grabs, well, first, Nicholas goes into the garage, sees the gun there, puts on a pair of like Leatherman gloves, grabs the gun, and then goes to the couch where he could see his dad sleeping like through the window before he even went into the house. The dad was snoozing on the couch. Now, the dad was shot in the back of the head. So this is really eerie. He goes up to the couch and he is sitting there and he is in his mind. He's a 15-year-old kid. This is the decision of his life. Should I go through with this? My dad's been riding me hard. He's been yelling at me. He's been suspending me for all the drinking stuff. I'm getting it way more than my brothers, but should I kill him? So he is sitting behind his dad while his dad is sleeping on the couch for what he says at least 30 minutes. And this is him when he finally confesses, saying how long he spent with his dad.
And then I went back to get the car, and I saw him sitting on the couch. The TV was on. I knew the gun was out on the workshop bench.
Nick covers.
Hold on a second. So he goes and he gets the gun on the workbench, and then he goes, looks at his dad, and then he's going to decide whether he should do it or not.
What happened?
I walked up. I sat there for a half hour.
He was sleeping.
Yeah.
He was standing over his dad for a full half an hour. A full half an hour.
I mean, really? I mean, it's interesting then. He thought really hard about it.
Yeah.
And then decided to do it.
But put yourself in the mind of a 15-year-old. A half hour of watching your dad sleep, standing behind his head. What goes through your mind?
Standing over him.
Well, now he's crying.
And then I went between putting the gun up to his head and pulling it back down.
So he goes between these phases of he lifts the gun up and he thinks about, you know, all the times his dad called him worthless and you're throwing your life away drinking and, you know, these friends you're hanging out with, like, you know, look at me, I'm this successful lawyer. Who are you going to be? You don't even have any aspirations. You're never going to be as good as me. He's thinking all this shit in his head, putting the gun up to his dad's head and thinking all this. And then he puts it down and is like, well, think of my future. You know, what will my future be like? What if I get caught? You know, as a 15-year-old, he's going through this, puts it to his head, brings it down, up, down, up, down, up, down for 30 fucking minutes. Holy shit. I mean, that just blew my fucking mind right there.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Like, I just don't understand. I think that's all I can say is I don't get it. Like, how could you think that this was a good idea?
He says, quote, stood there for half an hour, and then I went between pulling the gun up to his head and pulling it back down. I was looking at him, raising the gun, putting it back down, and then I raised it one last time. That's when he shot. Fucking crazy, is it not? Oh shit, that's my fucking notes.
Do you have a pillow up too, or?
Yeah, just the gun. The gun was... I'm not sure if I meant to pull the trigger or if it
Just went off.
It just...
The way he.
So, kind of crazy, right?
It's interesting how you mentioned the whole mask thing and the crying thing because now he's crying.
I think he's even faking it now. It just doesn't seem real.
Because he felt like that's what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, that's called the mask of sanity. So a half an hour there. Jeez. And then once you do it, that's it. But why even... Okay, you killed your dad. What the fuck? Go, leave. But your dad's the one that had problems with. Why go kill your mom and the two brothers?
And he's saying it just went off, right?
Yeah.
And so Wolfie calls out, it just went off. Just went off 4 other times, at least.
Yeah, fucking Alec
Baldwin. He ran into
Baldwin.
my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times.
That's right.
What is he, Alec Baldwin?
Behold.
And the fact too that like he literally said to the officer earlier, like, why would I do it? Like I literally get everything I want. Like, you can't unmurder somebody.
Oh, you think that's fucked up? Look at what he says here, right quick. This is fucking crazy. They say, well, just watch this. This is gonna blow your fucking mind.
I think I know him probably better than you do. How can you say how you don't know him?
He would leave a gun out with kids in the house?
Kids that know that we use guns or know to respect them, and we're not going to touch them.
Where's this gun going to be found?
No. It's for you guys to find.
Where's the gun gonna be found? I don't know. That's for you guys. That's for you guys to find. That is fucked up. Like, I mean, he's like, oh my God, this guy fucking makes my blood boil.
I want to backhand him so bad.
Anyway, so he finally pulls the trigger. Boom. This is also really fucked up. I mean, the whole case is fucked up, but it gets kind of worse.
How?
So,
because he killed the rest of his family. That's right.
Well, why'd you shoot him in the head? Quote, I just figured it'd be quicker. After he shot his dad in the back of the head, quote, I realized I couldn't walk away from that. The mom wakes up. Upstairs in the master bedroom, he can hear the mother going and seeing what that was. It was a huge freaking bang. But she was sleeping, so maybe, she just had a nightmare or whatever, woke her up. The whole house is silent. She never comes downstairs. But he, for the next 30 minutes, will sit on the couch next to his dead father and wait for his mom to go back to sleep. For 30 fucking minutes.
Wow.
Jeez.
Because it's better for him to kill his mother than for his mother to find out that he killed his father and not forgive him for that.
Right.
Quote, I waited for a little bit before I shot her. End quote.
Like, if it was really all about the dad, it could have stopped right there.
He sat on the couch for 30 minutes by his dead father, just sitting there silent because he doesn't want to make a noise, because the mom's already like, what was that? Everyone okay? Like, I thought I heard something, maybe a dream. Checks in on the kids. Like, she goes to the kids. You guys okay? Oh, yeah, we're fine. Okay, everyone's good.
But Dad, didn't come downstairs to look for her husband?
I mean,
wouldn't you know that your husband is not in bed next to you? Like, I mean, maybe they had separate rooms. I don't know. But
yeah, kind of. I don't know. Maybe they were arguing or something.
Yeah.
But okay, maybe my husband dropped something or whatever. He's up.
I would still.
It is a big house
too. I am
too.
by no means placing any blame on her, but
no,
I know me,
not.
And I would have.
But it is.
If I had heard a sound and I knew you weren't there, I would probably check it out.
So he sits there quietly, not even moving a fucking muscle, not even moving a muscle. Just, okay, I got to wait till my mom goes back to sleep. I mean, just that, dude, it just blows my mind. This is a 15-year-old kid just like silent, waiting for his mom to go back to sleep so he can go shoot her.
I wonder if he had
because
when you're younger, and I don't remember the exact age, but I don't know if at 15, if you have never experienced a death before, if you really understand the finality of death.
Oh my God. This kid is really smart. He's an Eagle Scout.
Yeah, I know, but like still, your brain isn't fully developed until you're 25.
I do think at 15 you understand the finality of death.
I would hope so, but I'm, trying to look for the, the good in everyone, I guess. But what did he expect to shoot his dad while he was asleep and then have him wake up the next morning and pour him a bowl of Cheerios? Like,
I will.
I don't think he thought about the consequences, but I think he knew the finality because he thought about it for 30 fucking minutes before he did it.
I will say a lot of his.
But he could have also shot him, like, and maybe not killed him, like, and injured him. Even if
but he shot him in the back of the head.
Yeah,
you
I
ain't
know.
coming back
He
from
knew
that.
he was dead.
No, I know, but
Especially
I'm
if
just
he's
saying-
experienced with guns.
Yeah.
He knows how to handle them. He knew what he was doing. 100%.
Okay, but here's the thing. Why kill the mom and why kill the other two kids or the other brothers?
That doesn't make any sense.
No.
To me either.
Well,
even more so.
Well,
for me, I mean, the mother, like,
okay, let me just throw this out there right quick. The father does have a pretty sizable inheritance.
Yeah, which you ain't getting, kid.
Yeah, but you would have to split it with two brothers.
well, also,
You can't get shit in jail, dude.
no, but also,
He didn't think he was going to jail.
Well, that's because he's a 15-year-old moron.
well, also, like, if you kill the dad and then it's like, you know, really upsetting for the family and you know, the mom and you have the two kids, but then he kills the dad, then he kills the mom, right? Okay, now if he leaves it at that, then he has two younger siblings to take care of. Like, do they have any other family out there? Like,
Well,
would he be responsible for those two brothers? I mean, obviously, the number one, the inheritance, that makes sense. He would have to split it with them, but
He's not of age. He wouldn't. They would be in
foster care or family care.
most likely in a will. Like they would have someone who would be taking care of their children.
So he had
parents or something.
he had quite a few family members, extended family, aunt, uncle, this, that, and the other, who wrote the judge and basically said to be lenient on him because the father was hard on him. But then again, they were like, I mean, he's a 15-year-old.
He's the only family left.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Anyway, this is about the inheritance. So he's known for, since he didn't provide a reason for doing this, the reasoning that everyone knows him for is he was trying to get the inheritance. The real reason is who the fuck knows? He never provided one. You know, the detective wanted him to, but he never did. So,
I mean, so what? They don't ground me when they find me with alcohol. Taking up to a trip. Two weekends later, last weekend I took my friend up to Deep Creek and we skied the entire weekend. This weekend I was at a friend's house. You know, yes, they're harsh, but they're not that harsh really. I mean, they let me do what I want. There's no reason.
This detective's like,
This
you're a
wasn't a
fucking
burglary.
monster.
This wasn't someone breaking in.
yeah, dude, the detective says, I'm looking at a cold-blooded killer. He says that. And you remember, you saw the video, cold-blooded killer. He is, dude. This guy has no fucking emotions. Holy shit.
I know. We know these things. I've been in this job for 19 years. Over 19 years now.
There's no reason for it. Why would I jeopardize? You know, you put money into it. I have a very large, or had whatever, inheritance coming to me, regardless if there's insurance money.
There you
or
go.
Okay, you know what?
So
All
he-
right.
he
so
knows
regardless of money, you don't mention your family at all. Don't have anything to lose. I don't know, your family? Like,
So he knows his father has sizable real estate out there. Like, he knows if he could get away with it, he could get all the money. So is that the reason he killed his two brothers? No, literally no one knows but him. He has never said anything else. Like, did he do it for the money? Did he do it to eliminate witnesses? Probably not. I mean, why? They're not witnesses. They're sleeping. Like, what the fuck?
how old were the other brothers? 10 and
13
13.
and 11. I mean, Jesus fuck. This is a terrible fucking case, dude.
Yeah.
like they'll never get to go to high school or go to prom or graduate or get married or
Awful.
Yeah, so finishing up the murder anyway. So he spends that half hour with his dad. He goes up and he shoots his mother twice. And then, quote, I went in and shot Greg and then turned to Ben. So just one after the other. Ben was probably awake. I believe if I was to put money on it, he would be the only one awake because he was in the same room. If you fire a gun in that room.
You're
yeah.
gonna hear it.
But, it was quick. So I mean,
He didn't hesitate after that.
no, I mean, and
He'd already killed 2 people before, so why change now?
Wow.
Jesus. I mean, him fucking eating Burger King, like, oh, you know, do you want something to eat? Can we get something to eat? Yeah, just a double Whopper, Coke, fries. Yeah, thanks, man. What the fuck, dude? This is crazy. I mean,
I'm angry.
I have trouble showing empathy and emotion too, but fuck, dude, I am not that bad. That is pushing it. Anyway, that's fucking nuts. What is he doing now? What do you guys think of this? You guys,
They mad. So what was his sentence?
well, what do you think he should get?
He was only 15, which is the hard part to this case.
Well, they did try him as an adult. Keep in mind, if you're under 18, you can't be executed.
Well, if he was tried as an adult, did he get 4 life sentences?
So he was tried 4 counts of murder, 2 life sentences. So 2, and they were consecutive, which means they're served on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
He'll never get out.
No, on top of each other.
Like at the same time?
Yeah, at the same time. So he could parole in, I think it was 33 years. Let me see.
How does...
Hey, what? No, tell me why he won't ever be out of prison. There's one reason why he won't be out, even though he can parole. There's like one very specific reason. Here he is right now on writeaprisoner.com.
Is it because...
This is him in prison. He's smiling. Writeaprisoner.com. Man, we should...
I didn't realize that was a thing.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know that was a
Is
thing
that like
either.
a dating site? I know that people try to like date in people in prison, but like, is that please don't sign me up for that. Like, I don't, like, that's one site I don't want to be part of.
Oh my God. Has anybody used this? Kind of crazy. I didn't know it was a thing either. Nuts.
Had no idea. Well, why do you think that? So why won't he ever be released?
Okay, this is the reason he won't be released, and it's obviously not. You know, this is my opinion, but it's shared pretty heavily. The reason he can't be released is because he's a psychopath, right?
He's a danger to society.
He's born with this disorder of not having empathy or a conscience.
Has he been diagnosed since he's been in prison?
If they release him and he still has this disorder, he is really likely to reoffend. So
that doesn't mean he won't be out of prison, though. Jen's question is totally
know, but
valid.
he's got to go in front. He's got a life sentence. He's got 2. The only way he can get out, because he has life, but with parole, is in 30 years. He goes to the parole board at 50 or whatever. And then they say, okay, it says here that you have anti-personality disorder. You don't have emotions. You don't have a consciousness. You know, if we let you out, you don't care if someone lives or die. You could do this again. That's the fucking thing.
So, but this is the flaw in which he could act like a little church mouse for his 30 years in prison
behavior.
And be a star prisoner.
But they know that he's got the disorder.
You have seen more horrific people be released, though.
Yeah, that's true. I looked it up. It's one psychiatrist said it's like a death sentence to get labeled a sociopath or psychopath, like diagnosed with it, because you will never get out of prison.
Well, hopefully that is the case.
I mean, this is the kid.
Because I don't think that the people should be released.
This kid right here just murdered his entire fucking family. This kid right here. I mean, can you fucking imagine? Holy shit. You know? Like everyone just dead. Boom, boom, boom.
I will
boom,
say his
dead.
smile is different from the rest.
I was
of the
gonna
family's
just say
smiles.
that, like, literally, there's joy on everyone's faces except for his.
I didn't catch it the first time you flashed it, but the second time you flashed that photo.
Well,
his
also the
smile
yearbook
is
photo you just showed too. It's just like,
And he also is spaced out from his
his
rest of his
eyes are
family.
like
You see,
dark,
he's kind of
soulless eyes.
like these.
No.
You could have just assumed maybe he wasn't a good like photo taker, you know. But
No,
now we
man,
know, and
I've
we're
seen
gonna-
I've seen a lot of psychopaths in my time in the military, and they pretty much all look like this. I'm just kidding.
Good to know. I'll keep that in mind when I'm going through dating profiles.
Yeah, don't date military people. If you want, I mean, we're pretty much all psychos. You have to be. You gotta go kill people. Like, I mean, I'm just kidding.
Unless you enlist when it's not wartime.
Yeah, but who does that?
You still want to blow shit up.
You don't get a fucking bonus during that shit, and you don't get to blow shit up. Yeah. Anyway. Crazy. So, what do you guys think? Y'all haven't heard that story. It's nuts, right?
No, I haven't
This story
heard
is
that.
not popular. There's not even a lot on it. The interrogation was from this video from, I can't remember the channel, Explore With Us or Explore With Me or something. But I've looked everywhere for the interrogation because I didn't want the commentary and stuff when I'm playing it to y'all. But it's nowhere. So they had to use the Freedom of Information Act. That's the only reason they could have got it. Yeah. And on the front of the video, it says this has never been seen before. So obviously they got it directly. Wow. And it's nowhere else online. So, like, you know, we have to use, you know, which is fine. They got it out. But it's kind of crazy, man. Oh, you didn't fall asleep.
She said she's embarrassed.
I will tell you that I didn't want to play like too much of that video because I didn't want YouTube to content restriction or whatever, but go watch it. It's actually really interesting. I guess they hired like a homicide detective and like a analysis person and like all these other experts to actually go through the interrogation. So they talk about like the Reed technique, which is that controversial kind of interrogation technique or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I got. Hope you guys liked it. We're going to do a short story tomorrow. Doubt you guys heard of it. It's a Japanese story.
We do have some sake, although I feel like that's not right for breakfast.
Yeah, but we are going to do that. And I don't know if that's going to be public or if just for you guys. Probably just for you guys, our supporters. But anyway, I hope you guys like that. Also, if you're wondering why we didn't put out episodes this week, we were changing hosting. So next week there will be 3 episodes to make up for it, because that's how many I got to put out. But yeah, we changed hosting all week. That's why we couldn't put out episodes. But anyway, that's it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed spending my birthday here with you guys. Obviously,
Happy birthday, John.
Happy birthday.
You know, you guys, not
Right.
Got it. Jen and I are just gonna eat the rest of your cake then.
All right, well, that's all I got.
for
So
breakfast.
we'll see you guys in the morning for our other episode. And until next time, good night, you lovely, lovely people.
Great cake.